Nice little walk through the woods. This is all private property. Not the road, but park goes alongside of it. Down this little stretch. It's actually a pretty good view from up here. It's still pretty high up. Nice day out. Wearing extra hiking boots. Some four-wheeler people. This is Wednesday, but it's the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. So looks like people got the day off and are out and about. So it kind of loses its effect having company. Not as nice. I don't know about hiking. Nice people out and about. So that keeps going a good long ways. There's some four-wheeler people down there. I'm pretty sure this was the offshoot I wanted to go down. It's not much of a trail right there, but I'm thinking that was it. Being halfway between the Gulf of Mexico and Great Lakes, get warm winter days and cold winter days. A mix of the two. This is wrapping up. So there was a period of cold winter days in the 30s at night, in the teens, 20s. And then warm winter days in the 50s, 60s at night, in the 40s, 50s. Now it's going to be averaging out. Bit of the lake way over there. That little slice of blue. So what I was trying to do was, instead of walking along the lake shore to get to the first bay where there's that persimmon tree, do an inland route along this old logging road. And I was hoping some of this land right here is logger land, public, or it's not marked private. So the loggers don't care. If it is, private, they don't care. They're on it. But this side over here looks to be the privates. Oh, so I was gonna see if I can get some of the persimmons. Got a cannon in my bag of goodies. Shove the can on a stick, just pick up a stick, laying around. Shove the can on it, use that. Got a hole and a notch in the can. I could use it as a fruit picker. But it looks like it's going to take the shoreline to get over there. This being all private properties. This side, not this side. This side's where I go. I'm not wearing my good boots. These are good for hiking, but not for being around the lake. Been floating the floor, and now it's like the better half of it is floated. Just kind of doing maybe like a 8-foot by 8-foot section a day, and a section I did yesterday is right in front of the door, so it's kind of nice giving it some time to set up, you know, like that was yesterday. Putting it down, you know, wet the floor and all that jazz, so it gets a good bond. Floating it with in a custom crucified mix. 5 sand, 4 cement, and then 1 patcher. I think vinyl patcher, nylon patcher, something like that, concrete patcher. Mixing it watery so that, you know. Wait, what did I say? 5? 10. 10 sand. 4 cement, 1. 2 5, you know, 1 bucket, 5-gallon bucket is 5 shovelfuls of sand. Okay, 1 in each hand, so it's 10. 10 sand, 4 cement, 1 patcher. And that goes to 3 gallons of water. Very nice running mix. I'm doing the walls with Drylok. Sealing the outside with tar and the inside with Drylok. And it's kind of, probably doesn't need any of it since it's got a nice foundation drain. French drain with all the gravel. But it's like, now's the time, you know? Rather than trying to do it later on, might as well just do it now. Be on the safe side. Preventative. Yeah, the cinder block get wet. I'm patching. So it's good to let the cinder block dry before hitting it with the Drylok. So, nice hiking day. It's been a while since I've gone hiking. Just focused on getting that roof put in. Flooded out area. It got 3-4 inches of rain last night. Scary when people on it. They might actually do something out here. Logger people come out every 40 years, 60 years to harvest logs, and that's about it. And they're done. Normal people could be out here a lot. One thing loggers don't do is slopes the ravines. If it's a wide ravine bottom, they might log that, but otherwise get some nice old growth in the slopes that leads up to them. Yeah, so I was wanting to focus in on the construction to get the roof done. Cut out as much of the rains and get it weather tight for the rains. Did that pretty good. So it's not too critical now. The only thing now is making a warm place to shower. You know, before days like these become too rare, you know. It might be every 3 weeks or something in the winter, 4 weeks maybe even, you know, before you get a nice 50, 60 degree day. Wipes are always good for situations like that. So back last year, I picked up 2 things of baby wipes. I've gone through one of those things of baby wipes. I haven't even opened the second thing of baby wipes. So it is getting to be time to use them. I'll use them maybe this winter. See how it goes. General plan for the water is kind of two main methods of heating it. Is for in the winter when I'm using the stove on the inside and it's cold and cloudy outside. It's actually nice out today, but you know, this is one of those rare days. It could be 2 weeks of just solid overcast sky, no sun, you know. I think that was about the biggest stretch last year. 2 weeks of just solid clouds. And that's just kind of rough, you know. But you never get any heat. This is interesting. Wow. That looks like part of a seed package. I wonder if that came out of here. I shouldn't have any seed packages in here. You know, I'm on my way back right now. I had gone down that way. Maybe that's my best. I don't think that's mine. kind of flour, you know, like burpee seeds or something, you know. Packet of seeds, you know, there's miscellaneous garbage, just like water bottles laying around. You wouldn't think you would find a thing of flower seeds out here. Oh yeah, we're in the winter wrapping some copper pipe around the smokestack of my stove. And you know, you light a fire, the hot gases go through the smokestack, and what do you call it? Heat up the water in the copper pipe around it. Thing is, oh, and the other method, you know, that's for winter. So using the stove to heat the inside, but in the summer I won't be using the stove because it'll just cook the interior of the place, you know. Need to keep it cool in the summer, which is the purpose of having the outdoor kitchen. During summer you got a lot of sun, heat, so you don't really need hot water, but it's always nice to have for like dishes or something. I mean, the water itself is warm enough. Warm enough to keep the grease soluble. But can't hurt to have it extra hot and cut through the grease extra good. Some nice layering. Got some looks like bentonites, and then the reds. Top layer bentonite, like the gray clay, and then the red clay below it. Red clay above, red clay below. A nice little middle layer of bentonite. Oh, that'll be a what do you call it? An exterior thing. I really don't know just yet. Yeah, steel drum is all it needs. Because the sun gets so hot, we just heat up that steel drum. You know, maybe get 130 degrees off of it. Or do it like a solar oven, but then inside the cooking spot, putting some copper pipe. That'll heat it up a lot faster and hotter on a big drum. But with the drum, you get, you know, I don't know, 55 gallons of heated water, which is a lot. Versus, you know, maybe whatever, however much water fits into maybe like 80 foot of copper pipe. Some half-inch copper pipe 80 foot of it. Maybe 100. Depending on, it just really depends on the size of the box. Probably do 80, maybe 100 foot on my smokestack for winter water, winter hot water. I don't know, it might sound like a lot, 80 to 100 foot, but it's really not. Maybe like 20 gallons, which is probably 4 or 5 minutes of hot water, before it's back to cold. So it's hot water, but you gotta use it sparingly. Yeah, so I kind of sound like, from the last hiking video, I think it was maybe the last, no it wasn't. I was walking in the rain, anti-technology, but it's really, it's not anti-technology. I'm not really anti-technology. But in general, I am. Like, the technology's just technology. It's kind of it's neither good or bad inanimate, but how you use it, that's good or bad. Kind of how it changes your perception, perspective. Coyote tracks. It looks like the coyote left its coat here. Yeah, this is my coat. So this thing breathes. This is like a, I don't know, almost like a cotton. So when it's sweat, it can evaporate. This is polyester. It's kind of like a water resistant. So the water just stays in there, my sweat just stays in there, and my coat gets wet, and then it takes forever for my coat to dry out. So this is, I don't know, half mile from the shack, from my place. Yeah, it took about a half mile. Sun on my back, you start sweating. Half mile all uphill. It's kind of uphill to here and then downhill to there. Now, I'm not anti-technology, but I am, kind of like, LSD or heroin or morphine or whatever, alcohol. Shout out to my boy Jerry. That's Jerry's grave right there for Jerry Squirrel. Rest in peace. He's a true patriot. A nice little thing. Jerry Squirrel ought to be remembered, even though he dissolved in the compost pile. Go to the lake or go to the shack. I don't know. This is what they were logging. I might as well go to the shack. Maybe get my boots on and drive down. Go for a hike along the shore of the persimmons with water boots. Yeah, like alcohol's good, depending on how you use it. It's kind of saves lives as an antiseptic, and then it's kind of innocuous or whatever. It's just kind of there if it's, drink when it's in the blue moon, then it's bad when it's routine drinking, you know, and at that point, you know, it's bad on your health and all that. So kind of, depending on how you use technology, is bad. And it's kind of like all of those things. It's way too easy to what do you call it? Overuse them. So there's still a few scattered piles of logs here and there, but they haven't been out here for, I don't know, 2 months maybe or something. Seems like they're just gonna leave them for the last bit of logs. Like they've gotten enough loads out of there. My property is somewhere's over there. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't done any real looking. Nah, so technology's bad because it's just so easy to misuse it. You know, it's kind of a 4 or 5 minutes of hot water. It's kind of like, what? That's not enough. You know, that's just insanity. But 4 or 5 minutes of hot water is actually a luxury, you know, in, you know, reality terms. The technology has just made hot water so abundant, you know, where it's like, instead of 10, 20 gallons, you got a 60, 100 gallon water heater. And it can heat up that water real fast. Or you got your on-demand water heater where it's infinite hot water and you can just run it like crazy. You know, it's kind of just a waste of water and a waste of power. It's like that power comes from somewhere. It's not like it's just electricity's free. You know, it's kind of, people are so addicted that they kind of think it is. It's like comes from the coal, you know, people. This right here is a beautiful little wood cutting operation. You know, little strips of trees here and there in the valleys. And the ground is barren. What you don't know is that it is just chock full of seeds of all kinds, you know, and they just finished a few months ago. But this spring, it's just going to be so green. It's going to be a lush pasture, you know. As desolate as this is, you know, nice for thing. And this is nice for a tree cutting operation. And a tree cutting operation like this is incredibly beautiful compared to like a coal mining operation, uranium mining operation, or other mining operations to get your materials, make your solar panels and things, you know, your hydropowers. So, I mean, the deer can go from one thicket to the other thicket to the other thicket. The birds and squirrels can do the same, you know. The seeds from these trees can scatter around to the other areas. You know, your dams for your hydropower, that just blocks off the river. You know, now your fish can't go. You know, kind of it's a permanent blockage now. You know, this is just a temporary thing. Power has a cost. Nice being a nice modern tree felling operation. Tree harvesting responsibly. It's still wrong. You know, it's kind of because of technology. You know, you got all these massive saws and heavy equipments, and these trees are going to build thousands of homes, you know, and make bundles of paper and all that jazz across the country. But really, it should be done by hand, by the local. You know, where it's kind of like, it took me all year to clear the little bit that I cleared, and I used chainsaws and all that, you know, so I still cleared way more than I should have. You know, when you're using just rocks, you know, your rock stone axe, you know, it's kind of like, you're really not clearing much of anything. It's so long to process the wood. So that big picture, kind of like Mother Earth heals herself. Just when you start doing machine operations, you have a bigger impact. And it takes Mother Earth longer to heal herself. Not to personify the Earth. This is kind of, you know, a system, self-healing system set up by the big guy above. At one point this was all magma. Another point there was no oxygen. You know, and then when there was oxygen, oxygen was poison because nothing could use it. It was just a waste product that was suffocating things, you know. And we can breathe oxygen, and it's kind of like, this is the goodness. Kind of like the horsetails used to be the trees, and now you got actual trees instead of the big plants. Don't feel allowed to change this, you know. Kind of the whole point of technology would be to perpetuate the species, get off the planet before the sun supernovas, you know, and be on another planet. But the whole thing is, in order to do that, you gotta rape this planet. And it's kind of, it's a, you know, it's kind of like the Matrix disease situation, where you gotta kill the host planet to get to the next planet. And it's kind of a, you know, living outside your natural balance of things. It's always going to do it, you know, and that's the only way you can get off the planet. And then it's like, in my opinion, you know, we'll be taken up. You know, you got the New Jerusalem, sounds like a Borg spaceship, big cube, you know, so many, about 1,300 miles in each direction, big cube, coming down out of the sky. Kind of doing whatever on this planet. And you got the new heavens and the new earth, where the lions eat the grass and such. That sounds like a different planet. The Borg ship takes off and lands on the next planet, you know. We don't need to worry about it because it's kind of already taken care of. And it's on supernovas. Should be the lake of fire. And the rest of the people kind of do their burnings. Yeah, I would like technology more if it brought people in line with what they should be doing, but instead it's kind of it pulls people away from it. So you got like the zoomer, the bloomer, the doomer, and the boomer. And I'm the doomer on that scale. The doomer is just straight up nihilism. And it's kind of like if you're trying to be in society, you might as well be nihilistic because there is no point. But that's just because society is messed up, you know. Kind of disfigures people. Technology makes them something that they're not meant to be. Oh yeah, this is my property now. Forgot. Nah, somewhere back there was the corner stake. Got my nice little signs up. And I'll just finish on the road. There's a lot of undergrowth to cut through, and it's a pretty steep hill. Yeah, so it's kind of like, you know, your true self. You born in you. But technology and society, you know, to be a technician of this sort, an accountant of that sort, whatever, requires training. You're not born one of those things. You need getting that, going to school to become that thing. And that thing isn't even you. Wow, there's a person there. Oh, a truck. I wonder if that was the four-wheeler people. A lot of people out today. I mean, it's a beautiful day. It's so darn unique. Yeah, if it requires an education to do, it's not a real thing. And it's like, even domestic situations aren't real anymore. Making some food is unpackaging, taking something out of the freezer, unpackaging it, popping it in the microwave. That's not making food. And picking the berries, the mushrooms, collecting the snails, catching the fish and the clams, and the turtles. It's raising the rabbits, raising the pigs, raising the goats, growing the tomatoes. You know, that's, and then butchering and processing and all that jazz. And it's a kind of a forgotten and taboo at this point, you know, for city folk. Butchering and all that jazz. So it's kind of like technology. Not only requires that you worship it, you gotta discredit and disavow, you know, the natural order of things, you know, like preparing food, you know. You gotta disavow it. So it's like taboo. Society and technology make it, turned it into. Yeah, so it's kind of a, hot water in general is a luxury. 4 minutes of it is outstanding. You know, but modern technology has people so addicted, where it's like 4 minutes of hot water is nothing. And you can't do anything, you know, it's kind of, that's just how far gone people are. Out of touch with the real state. But then it's like, I thoroughly enjoy the technologies I do have. Having a, you know, this beautiful little road makes it so easy to walk. A nice bit of technology right here. Gasoline. For the car. And all that jazz. Yeah, I probably missed it. It was a deer. What's this? Looks like someone lives here. This persimmon tree. All the persimmons are eaten. But and maybe get some persimmons down by the lake. I thoroughly enjoy the technology, chainsaws and all that, but it's still bad. You know, it's kind of it makes it easy for me to do something like this, but then the whole thing here is your future is your children, you know? Moving off grid, you know? You don't got, you know, you get rid of your technologies and now you don't have your medical systems and all that, so when you get old, you break your leg and you can't do that anymore. You need someone there to step up and handle it. And that's your children, you know? But, you know, while technology makes it easy to set up a homestead, technology is also a lure, you know, to draw your children away. So it's kind of children are going to want the city and the modern and the fancy. Children are going to be like, 5 minutes of hot water? I want to just run hot water endlessly. You know, it's kind of, they want more and more and more and more. You can never get enough. I just gotta have more. So your kids leave you. And then it's kind of, there is no perpetuation. Unless you raise your kids right, which is a very hard thing to do because it's on your kids. You can show them right path and all that. The value of living a real and balanced life, but technology is a pretty big temptress. So that's kind of while it makes it nice, you know. I thoroughly enjoy using the technologies. It's kind of also a, you know, that catch-22 where it's just all for nothing, because I guess you kind of end up being like that nihilism doomer. But there are people out there that actually do raise good kids, you know. They incorporate technology in a healthy manner, and they've raised their kids. You know, that's kind of what happens when you're actually a loving couple raising children in a loving home that's focused on, you know, reality rather than fancy technologies and societies. Oh, what's this? It's my bunker right there. Very nice. Yeah, the battery's about dead. I'm gonna switch out to the boots, take the car down to the thing. Down to the lake shore. Some little baby clovers. Survived the 15-degree night. See how they do. Get this nitrogenated over the next few years. Well, I'm away, and then when I come back, hopefully it'll be a rich enough soil to where I can actually grow some wheat on it productively. Yeah, that's it for this video.